combining both of our experiences into one thing because you weren't talking.
So I came back from work. I always drink at work. Not always. That's a lie. I'm sorry. I was drinking some wine and whiskey, and my friend had edibles, and he offered me some of them. And I was like, I remember Snow said she wanted to try some, so might as well get them,
I was curious.
He just like gave me the whole bag for free. I was like, all right, cool. And he told me just eat a little bit, don't eat a lot, cause I don't, cause this is pretty strong. Like it's this one, the one he bought was pretty strong actually. And I took it back home. I was a little like tipsy already with the wine and the whiskey, and I combined it.
Already
That's it
mixing
really.
two.
I really mixed into two really bad things.
Oh my God, box.
Oh, it's super bad, dude. And the first like 5 minutes, it was fine,
No,
right?
it
Like
took like half an hour before I
no,
kicked
no,
in.
it took like
It
20
took a
minutes. It
while.
looked like 15 minutes. We ate like this much. I don't know if you
Each,
guys
yeah,
each like
that
this much.
much.
And I remember like we were about to stream. We were streaming that night. We were
Yeah,
gonna stream, and 5 minutes into the stream, I was like,
I feel
man,
kind of
I
weird.
don't
I
feel
can't do
good. Like
this.
I felt like my head was like getting bigger, dude. I
Yeah,
couldn't do it, and I felt like I was gonna faint.
me too.
And I was just like, do you want to go lay down? And we just went to lay down in bed, and
Then
we
the dread set in.
yeah, and after
It
like
got
30
bad.
minutes, after 30 minutes, it got really
Really,
bad.
really bad.
Um, my head wouldn't stop spinning around. I like it was going like super like I started thinking a lot of things. I couldn't stop thinking. Like I like noises became so loud to me. Like it's just horrible. Like everything became so loud, and I started forgetting myself. I started forgetting my friends. I started forgetting their faces. I almost started forgetting their names. I was like, wait, who is Alex? And like I couldn't picture them because I was like, oh my god, who are they? Like I was going into a like really bad trip with that shit, dude. Like it was horrible, and my heart felt like it was gonna explode. My heart was like beating so fast, dude, that I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. And but then I was like, this is drug doing its thing. I know nothing wrong is gonna happen. I looked into it, so I was like, okay, I can't die because of this, of course. So I try to keep my mind, set on what I thought it was, the drug doing this thing. But she was freaking the fuck out. She was just asking me, "Are we gonna be okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude. Like, don't worry. This is just like how it's supposed to be. We took too much, and we shouldn't have done that."
I was so embarrassed. And
Yeah.
I didn't know, like, and then he told me it was going to last hours, and I was having the worst. Beat breaker, we're talking about an overdose of edibles. Not an overdose, a bad trip. Of course it
Of
didn't look that
course.
bad from the outside. We were
Yeah.
just literally laying down. But I thought that I was so paranoid. I thought people were coming for me. Like I heard like a siren. I thought it was coming for me. I heard a helicopter. I'm like, oh my god, my mom is coming for me. I'm in trouble. I had the worst feeling all over my body. Like I couldn't feel my body, so I didn't know if I was breathing. I thought I was gonna stop breathing. Every move I
Yep.
made, it wasn't
It
physical
was. It
pain, but it was
was.
like sharp emotional pain every time I would move. I was just like this, and it was just like, oh
Yeah,
my
dude.
god, oh my god. I was so
We were
embarrassed
just like
that we
laying
had
down
taken
like
too
this. We were
much.
just like laying down
I
like
was
this,
so embarrassed and
and
ashamed that I had been so stupid. And he told me it was gonna last hours, and I was like, oh my god, I can't get through this.
dude, and we like I feel like we passed out.
And then like when
We
after we
passed out.
passed out, I felt this thing in my brain where it felt like my brain was convulsing, and I was like convinced that I was like dude, that was my mind. Like that's where it was going. It was so scary.
Yeah.
Like I thought I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna be taken to the hospital, and then I was gonna like, oh my god, am I gonna get in trouble that I was on because I was on drugs, like on the hospital.
Like
And then
I don't remember like falling asleep. Like
I heard
I am
I
sure
felt my
I
brain
am sure
twitch.
I am sure we passed the fuck out
We
on
passed out.
THC,
I
bro.
thought
Like
that
it
I was
was
going to
too
like I
much.
thought my brain was gonna be
Sounds
permanently
fun.
damaged.
It's not fun,
It was
dude.
not fun. It was the worst
have to
experience of my life.
I have to
I
be
have
honest with you.
never
It
been in
wasn't fun.
more anguish. Like
It
of just
wasn't fun.
I thought I was gonna die. Like I didn't know if I was breathing. Like
I knew I was breathing, but I thought I was gonna die of a heart attack. Like my heart just felt like it was going like, oh my god, dude, so bad.
yeah, no, but it was
Yeah.
like
Well,
beyond.
it was
Like
really
I
bad.
have panicked before and had a moment where like I'm like but this was like 1000% uncontrollable, like
Yeah. this was like the worst experience, you know. The other thing with like I don't like about